Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Katie. Today we're doing a spread. This is my happy planner. I use the classic size, and this week is the last week of August 24th through the 30th. I think there's 31st, right? Yeah, okay, so there's one more day, but I'm not counting that. Basically, after this week, summer is over. I don't care that we have a couple weeks into September still. It's over. Done. I don't want it. Be gone. I'm so excited for fall. I literally spend the whole first half of the year just trying to get to the second half of the year, so I'm hyped for it. Let's do a spread. We're gonna use just some pretty pink florals. I haven't done pretty pink flowers in a while. I am super congested. I'm so sorry. My allergies they're killing me. I feel like I'm drowning on my own self. Anyway, so we're going to use the pink flowers in Color Story Florals from Happy Planner. Where are they? We're going to use this set, which I think is just so pretty. It's got it's kind of like mauve-y brown tones, a corally pink. Yeah, very pretty. So we're going to use that. And then I went ahead and pulled some of my good old printable boxes. We've got like this tan is good, the pink is good. What else could match? My goodness, this kind of taupey brown color is real good. And then I don't know if I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this dark green because it kind of matches some of the darker bits in the florals. This is a little too teal, but we've got some more pink. So this is what we're going to use. Let's dive into it. I don't think I have a lot of stuff going on this week. I need to make, I'm so sorry, some medical phone calls. You guys, I made an appointment. I went to the dentist Tuesday. I went to the dentist and not good news. A lot of stuff is going bad in my mouth. There's a lot of things that are out of my control, and like I literally was sitting and almost crying with my dentist. I'm like, I promise I brush my teeth, I floss, I use a tongue scraper, I use xylitol mints. And she's like, do you use a fluoride toothpaste? I'm like, yes, all toothpaste comes with fluoride. Like, I'm doing everything I possibly can. And so we really had to sit down and make a plan to kind of get my mouth back together. I do have some wisdom teeth, all 4 of them actually, but a couple of them are acting up and pushing things, and it's pain. It's not good. So there's been some cracking of teeth and stuff, and some of those, it's all stuff that needs to get taken out. So first things first is I have a tooth that needs a root canal. It just needed a crown before. Now it needs a whole root canal, which is, it's my fault because I didn't get it taken care of, but it's so expensive. But I'm just gonna have to bite the dust because I'm at the point where either my mouth is gonna fall apart completely within like a year, or I have to like pay the thousands of dollars. And it was a good conversation. They're so kind, they're so sweet. My teeth have been bad my entire life. I've got bad genetics for it, on top of some people just have like a bad environment in their mouth almost no matter what you do, so you really have to like be on top of it. And my dentist is like, there's really nothing you're doing wrong. We're just going to change some things and make things go right. So it's a whole thing. If you've got bad teeth, bad mouth, if you're always needing a cavity filled, you understand my pain. Some people just don't deal with that, and some people do. So this is just, I guess, my plight in life. So I have an appointment now with an endodontist, and just the consultation is going to be at least $200, and that's after my insurance, and that's just the consultation for them to do the work, which I get it. It's going to be them like getting in there and looking at stuff, might be more x-rays, might be, I have no idea, but that's healthcare in America is something else. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out what I want to start with. I think I'm going to start with these guys, and I want to see how goofy it would look to take these and kind of go all the way around a framing situation. I really like to do that. So let me see how stupid it would look to do this around the whole thing. Because part of me thinks it's not going to look good. Well, I mean, it's not that bad. Anyway, medical calls I need to do this week because I got my appointment scheduled with the endodontist, and it happens to be the exact same time, 15 minutes off from an appointment I made months ago to get my blood drawn. But you can easily reschedule an appointment for a blood draw. So I went into the little app to do it, and it's trying to get me to schedule it out like, I don't know, like a week and a half or something. But I'm supposed to get blood drawn and then have a follow-up to go over those results. We're retesting thyroid and checking my white blood cells and all that stuff, because it's been something that we've been trying to figure out now for this entire year. Since March, I think is when I went in. This doesn't look that bad. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it as is and keep doing this. It almost kind of looks like a scallop at a glance. So I think once everything is filled in, it'll look fine. But anyway, so yeah, I have to call them now just to move a blood work appointment, which they literally have like 60 appointments a day. And anytime I need to schedule, I can pick. I always have my choice. I can go wherever I want, what time I want. I have never had a problem with that. For me, my mom, anyone who I've ever needed to take to get blood work, whatever. Nope. Apparently I can't do it on the app, so I have to call somebody to reschedule a lab appointment, which is so stupid, but I deal with a lot of medical stuff, so I feel like that's something that should be simple, and it's more difficult than necessary. But I'm just gonna do it because it's also not that big a deal. I'm just complaining to y'all because I can. Goodness. I feel like I'm choking, and I almost like need to pause and take care of myself before I should be on camera, but like I don't know what to do to make it any better. I'm drinking my water. I've got a fresh one here. Maybe I need some like tea or something, like a hot tea. Well, now I've messed that sticker up playing with it too much. Do I have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I have exactly enough to do this whole thing on this whole page. So there we go. That looks good. Yeah, it really just kind of looks like a big scallop, and I'm kind of into it. So that works. I'm gonna take this and trim. Goodness, come on. Y'all, I had the worst day yesterday. I tried so hard to be so productive and to get things done, and it felt like every little single thing I tried to do just like fell apart, or and I was being overly clumsy. Like I was making dinner and I needed a can of beans. I made like we call it like a cowboy casserole, but it's kind of like a cornbread casserole. It's basically if you kind of took a chili and poured it in a casserole dish and then dumped cornbread on top and baked it. So I was like draining cans of beans and stuff and corn, and I spilled that liquid all over myself, all down my body, all down my shirt. It was gross, into my slippers, which are like fuzzy. Ugh, awful. And I was trying to work on some of my crafts, which I haven't had time to do in a couple weeks. And I sat down and I could not find I'm making a garland for Christmas, but it's like little felt items, so like little gingerbreads or little houses or whatever. So I was like, where are all my gingerbread people? I wanted to finish the gingerbread. I'm sewing on the little like zigzags on their arms and stuff to look like icing, and I could not find them. I finally find them, and I, you know, I get started, and then I can't find my white thread. No idea where it is. And I know I bought new white thread when I started this project, because you buy it and it's like embroidery floss. You buy it on the little, it comes like in a little dangle, and then I put it on a little cardboard thing and I label the number. That way it can fit in my little case of floss. I could not find it to save my soul. I found it today. It was somehow on my desk in my office, which makes no sense because all the other supplies for it are out there. Whatever, just little things like that all day long, where I could not do something all the way, or I couldn't do something without a big issue. I spilled an entire 40 ounce, what am I trying to say? Water. It was water, a whole 40 ounce thing of water, which it's just water. It's not a big deal, but it went all down my nightstand into my trash can, so I had to clean that. I have a cardboard box sitting by the side of the bed, and it has like wrapping supplies and stuff in it. I do need to like sort it and put it away, but I haven't. Got the box soggy, like just so much was frustrating me yesterday. I had a little lizard get in the house, which not a big deal. It was kind of like a little gecko, but gets inside. Now my cats are going crazy, and I cannot have them kill it. I can't watch that happen. So I chased this lizard around for a good solid 5 minutes. I timed it. It was like 24 minutes is how long it took me to get this lizard out of the house. I had to get a cup, and I'm trying to finagle him, and then he jumps back out the cup, and then the cat got it, and I had to get away from the cat, and I finally got it back outside. I hope it lived. I hope it wasn't hurt, because I don't think my heart can handle it, even a little gecko. I'm too tender-hearted. I can't handle stuff like that. Anyway, today's been better. We're having some planner time and getting some stuff together. And then after this, I'm going to make some pizza bagels because that's what sounds good. And I'm home by myself. And then I'm going to take an everything shower because it's finally cooled down. It was over 100 degrees here today. The real feel was like 104. Yuck. So it's finally cooled down. It's the evening. I'm going to take an everything shower and sit and listen to my audiobook. But first we're going to plan. I'm just rambling. I just want to talk to you guys. I'm just talking. Okay, so we have our border done. Let's get some function in here. What do we want to do? Do I want to do little checklists? Maybe, because I don't have anything really like functiony here. Where are my checklists though? Oh, okay. Man, these are beat up. I need some new ones. Yes, my cat chewed them up. It's okay. We will all live. All right, so let's do, I'm gonna kind of do in the middle here, and I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Yeah, 5 is fine. If the pen works the whole time. Goodness. And then I like the little circles, so let me draw the circles. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's just for me. I don't have any, why is it like doing this? I don't have any headers to put on top of this. That's why I'm kind of putting the checklist in the middle of the page. That way it's kind of centered and it doesn't feel too empty or anything at the top or bottom. I love how simple it is to pull out the pages in a spiral or in a disc bound. This dang cord. Go on now. The cord for my lighting is always in my way. I will hopefully have a new office set up soon. My niece has been touring and looking at apartments, and we're pretty sure that she's going to move in at the same complex where my mama lives, which that's exciting for them because they get along super well. I mean, that's her grandma, and her school is right across the street. She'll be able to come home after school and her lab and stuff, and then my mom is so excited to be able to cook dinners and stuff for her and just like be there for her, help keep it helps me out because then she can kind of keep an eye on her for me. That's 6. Whatever. Okay, of course I messed up the last one because I'm yapping, but and then once she moves out, I will be able to redo my whole office space because I'll have my extra room back in my house. All right, let's see. Quite like these long flowers, so maybe we do. Oh, they're strips. I thought they were like cut out. Oh, okay. And then I like these quotes. So which quote, what do we got? There is beauty in simple things. Life is meant for good friends and great adventures. Dreams don't work unless you do. Create a life you love. Cute. So I think I'm gonna take, well, how long are these? They're long. That might be too long. Okay. What about quotes and stuff in here? Let's take this Hello Weekend because it's cute. We'll pop that here at the top. And now maybe I take my floral sticker, kind of layer that up. Okay. Got plain quotes, a few florals, and this is the closest thing I have for boxes, which is fine because I have my extra, and then I've got a couple pages of like full boxes. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take a guy like this and do like a to the side, and then do, I like this one. Look at all the magic around you. Do something like that to get started. And then also, I don't know what I'm doing in the sidebar. Maybe I'm doing quotes in the sidebar. Not every sidebar has to be functional. So maybe I'll go like this way. Were there more? I can't remember. Yes, okay. So then we'll do that one, and then maybe we'll do a pink. This is the same length. It is, but I'm gonna trim it just a little bit. Okay, that's cute. And now let's do, if we do this brown one, because I can cut off quite a bit. The rest of them, the text goes all the way to the end, so I can't trim the size. So let's do this one and give it a trim. Ooh. And then what color? I like this one. Create a life you love. This one I can make a lot shorter. I guess I could cut some of that filigree off. So I'll do this one as my last one. And let's do one of these green ones. Messy bun and getting stuff done. And then this guy we can shorten up. I can take some of the pretty off the end. Here we go. Kind of looks like a graph, but I like it. I think it's fun. It's different. So there we go. There's that. Let's do some kind of box thing here. Do I want to use one of these? Yeah, I think I do. I'm going to use this pink one. So I was going to put it here, but then these are like full boxes. So here I'll put some of these boxes just to kind of split up how the, I don't know, the coverage, whatever. That's what I'm doing. Okay, then let's grab maybe a pink. Ooh, maybe. It does not want to come off. Okay, we have a pink. And let's do a green. And I'm just gonna set these on top of each other like this. And I'm gonna grab a floral piece of some kind and go like that across the middle. That looks fine. So now I need line. I need some kind of box and something decorative. So I should have done a triple cluster of something here. Okay, what's my other color? This taupey color, I like this. And then I also have that cream, kind of like a creamy color. This is like a white. We have, I like this. So let's take a small one. And let's just see if I can get this up. It's going to mess up the sticker underneath. I'm gonna have to replace them. There's no way this is coming off and it's not ruining the sticker. Dang. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, we've got some more. Okay, so then let's do that again. Let's grab pink. Ooh, these cut lines are something else. And then do I want a big, oh, I didn't want teal anyway. I wanted this green. So I guess happy accidents, right? Okay, so let's do something like a, There we go, just like a cluster of little boxes. And then I am gonna do a floral. What would look good? Oop, that's stuck. I didn't mean for it to. I was gonna try and like see where it looks best, but that's fine. And then let's maybe do it. Kind of covers this, but that's fine. I can kind of write and fit around it. I like it. It's fine. Okay, okay. Do I want to do a quote down here? Maybe one of these quotes, so it's not like this next to this next, you know. I like this one because I like the colors. So let's do a simple quote. And I am going to go ahead and do the whiteout because I want to. Some people hate the way the whiteout looks, but I feel like I don't use too much. Just enough to kind of clean it up. There we go. Okay. Happy with that. Now I need something decorative here. So maybe here we can do another quote because we have so many of those. So I'm gonna have to use quite a few. What do we have? Today's the day, busy day ahead. Oh, we also have little filigrees that we can fill in somewhere. Okay, what do we like? I like this one, but it's so similar in color to that. So I want something a little different. Maybe this one, the here and now. That's the same as this. Okay, so maybe this one. It's florals on top of florals, but like the whole spread is florals. It's fine. There we go. I want a little layering. I love the layering, so that works for me. And then I'm gonna do some washi in here. Because I've got washi on this right hand side. And I like it to be kind of even, like mirror each other from side to side. We'll do a little bit there. It's a little crooked, I think. You know what? It's just going down how it's going down. Good enough. Is that straight? I don't know. Okay. Good. That's a good start. So I need another one of these for sure. So we're going to do something up here. I'm going to use this one. The baby pink color. I'm going to come down just a little bit, cover this line. Because I like the overlapping. And then where do I want boxes? Do I want to go in the middle again, but then I'll have cluster in the middle, cluster in the middle? Or do I want to split it up? I could do a cluster here. Well, this is supposed to be kind of decorative. That's okay, it doesn't have to be. It's my planner. So we can do kind of a cluster and a cluster. And then maybe another one of these right here. Okay, let's do that. So let's pick our box. So I'm gonna do this one and this one. So I like to do one at kind of of a strong angle, and then I do the other one straight up and down. And I like to do like a pattern behind the words. I don't do two words side by side, in case you didn't catch that. Okay, and now we're gonna do our boxes. So we need our florals. What did we do over here? Okay, right. So we're gonna let's do a cluster with maybe maybe we go like this, because Thursday doesn't need a whole lot. Friday does though. So I'm gonna do get sticker bits. I'm gonna do a creamy color there. And then I'm gonna do a small of the forest green. I don't need two big boxes, just to kind of break it up a little. And then over here I'm gonna do the taupey color, and then we find a pink. That's not the same pink. Oh no, this isn't the same pink either. Oh no. Okay, I guess we're using a different pink. I could try and replace that one. I didn't realize that was the only pink of that kind. That's so strange. A couple boxes. You know what? I can barely tell, and I'm okay with them being different shades because flowers are different shades, so that does not bother me. All right, let's do some florals. Then what goes here? I could do another one of these, or I could do another one of the clear quotes. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so what clear quote? We already used stay humble and kind. Maybe this one, don't stop believing in the good. Have we used this? Looking at these quotes too, and I don't think we have, so let's use don't stop believing in the good, just to kind of fill in that space. And what am I doing with this? Maybe something like that, and a flower. That's a big flower though. This one's a little skinnier maybe. Not really. I don't love that, but I think it's fine. I like this taupe colored flower. Really ties in the color of that box. So I'll do that one here. Sure, why not? We'll just put that there. Okay, does everything have a thing? I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna take maybe something like that to kind of mimic this, tie it together. I don't think I need quotes anywhere else. I think I've got plenty of function. That's all good. Let's see. Nothing going on this last week at all. I have cassette changes, I know that, so let me write those in. Let's see. We do one Friday, so it'll be Monday. I need to do a cassette change, and it's medical stuff for my mom. We'll do it Thursday. And Sunday. I think Joel and I are going to try and go thrift shopping on Saturday. Do I write it in here and try and like manifest it into happening? Or do we leave it out so I don't jinx it? You know what, we'll see. I'll wait. I'll just see how he feels. If he wants to do that. Because we could do it tomorrow afternoon too. When he gets off. We basically, I was telling him, we need to find, because we like to go thrift shopping. I love to look for like vintage holiday stuff. And I was like, we need to find something other than Goodwill. Like we need to find some different like mom and pop shops. And so I Googled them. And I literally have somehow, because downtown is only a couple minutes from me. Within 2.5 miles of me, there are 4 different shops. They're all closed on Sunday though, which is the day that we usually have all day to do stuff, but that's okay. We're gonna figure out a time where we're gonna do that. So, okay, so there's the cassette changes. No appointments or anything crazy this week. I need to call and move an appointment, but I don't have a sidebar to write it in. Oh no. It's fine, I'll do it tomorrow, honestly. So it doesn't even need to be in this week. Okay. What are we missing? I guess I could take these pretty little dark green filigrees and put them somewhere because they do match the boxes. So maybe we'll do maybe maybe like here around this quote. Okay, maybe around this quote. There we go. That's good enough. Just a couple. And that kind of ties that in together too. I like it. I like things to be kind of mirrored. And then I've got washi on both sides just a little, but that's honestly okay. I do have more though. So let me see. Because I've got some spots it could go. We could definitely do a piece up here where it's a tiny bit empty looking. I guess I could do a piece here then too. Like I might as well use it up. Okay, let's do a piece maybe here. Oop. Ugh, scissors are always caca. Get off of there. Okay, maybe one more down here because I can. Okay, I've got some up here. I need to do some down here. Maybe just right here. across the middle. Okay, do we want to do anything with headers? With a date cover up? Oh, good grief. This book has seen it. Okay. What do we have? Pink's almost too pink. I like the black numbers. And we have just enough right here because there is a little bit of gold in here. And I feel like the black would kind of, yeah, that looks okay. I have exactly the right days too, so it's almost like it was meant to be. Doesn't cover them up fully, that's totally okay with me. Then I'm gonna use just a tiny bit of white and clean up spots that look particularly bad. Okay, this is it, you guys. This is the spread for this coming week, this last week of August. I like it. I like the pink. I like the florals. I like it's kind of like a maximalist type spread. There's lots going on. Every space is filled, but I like it. I think it works, and I have a lot of function. So yeah, this works. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. Last week of summer. If you're a fall girly, it's time. It's time to get hype, and we're officially not being too early. It is time. So thank you so much for being here, you guys. I love hanging out with you. I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.